What's up, my bitches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. That was a really good clap. Guys, tonight's video, we are going to be looking at some spency ass makeup, some luxury shit. I have the Vanity Makeup Cosmetics, the Signature Palette. And I also have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Nudegasm Face Palette. These are both pretty new. This is brand new, but this is like a week old. Is it still new? Do people still care about it? I don't know, but I'm here for it because she's spency and I'm judgy. So I'm going to be playing with these today. I do have some makeup on my face today. Oh my god. It's been a minute since I put makeup on, I swear. I'm like, do I remember how to do this? Because this was a journey. So when I say these are expensive products, the palette is $95 and the face palette is $75. So I'm well aware, very expensive, but I'm going to just let you guys know if I think that they're worth the price. I haven't played with anything in the past like 2.5, 3 weeks. So this might be a journey. So follow along with me. If you guys like these types of videos, don't forget to thumbs it up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. Subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right into it because we're going to be here. So we're going to be here for a minute. Obviously, we're going to be here. What the fuck? Any hoosies, happy Saturday. I'm feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but we're getting there. Okay, so let's look at first the packaging of the Vanity Makeup Cosmetics palette. I've never tried this brand before. I think the only thing that I knew that they had was like a contour palette. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh, okay. It definitely gives me like Pat McGrath vibes. And if you're new to my channel, I'm one of those people, I don't understand the hype of Pat McGrath, but I wanted to compare the packaging for you guys because I'm telling you, we talked about this in like new makeup release type videos and people lost their shit. They're like, there's no way it should be that expensive, like losing their minds. And I'm like, listen, Pat McGrath, they're $125. So like same price point. Almost like identical components, like as far as size is like the exact same, quality is almost the exact same. It's just like different colors. You have slightly different textures, I guess you could say, but it's relatively like the same type of a moment. I still have the sticker over the top. That's why this one looks like trash. But guys, remember how long I waited for this palette? Oh my god. So let's look at the details of the palette. So we have the Signature palette. This is actually like embossed in, or like, I don't even know the exact word. It's imprinted on the packaging, but then you have a sticker down here, which I feel like everybody knows how I feel about stickers at this point, but it is what it is. So you've got Vanity Makeup, the Signature palette, eyeshadow palette. You get 12 pans. The net weight is 24 grams or 0.85 ounces. Let's compare really quick to Pat McGrath. You get 10 shades at 1.32 grams. 1.32. So you get more. I'm like, wait, let's do this in my head. So you do get more with Pat McGrath. So 24 total grams. This doesn't have a total, but you do actually get more shades in the Vanity Makeup. So it's probably like a wash. I don't know. I'm winging this right now, okay? So this is distributed by Vanity Makeup Cosmetics, Inc., made in Italy, and then you've got the website down here, and then I'm assuming it says A166 over here. I'm assuming that's the batch code. But here is where the basic bitch in me lost my shit. Look at this color story. Engraved. Boo-boo! You coming through. Yes, bitch. So this is what the color story looks like. It's basic as fuck, okay? That's where I think people were like, oh my god, it's $95 and it's basic as fuck. The basic bitch in me is screaming over this color story because it's so ideal for like daytime, nighttime, basically like a staple palette. I feel that this definitely is, and I'm going to give you guys some swatches, but I had to pull out, I had to pull out the Tati Beauty palette, and if you're new here, I do not like this palette. I don't like this palette simply because basically, like, these 3 rows just do not work the way that I like my eyeshadows to work. I do really enjoy the top row, which is the pressed glitter. So whenever I'm reaching for a pressed glitter, I do reach for this, so that's why I keep it. But when I see this color story down here, I'm like, oh, okay. It's very, very similar as far as, like, the vibes. But I will say, to the touch, I do feel that these are going to be more appealing because I have swatched these. I swatched them on my Instagram. So basically what I wanted to do today is just put them on my eyes, right? I mean, that's what people want to see. They're like, I don't give a shit. Just tell me how it applies, whatever. I'm going to do swatches first because y'all I know are impatient. And I do want to just say, do not judge eyeshadows by their swatches. I feel like I'm at the point, because I'm fairly familiar with makeup. I've been playing with makeup for a really long time. I feel like when I touch eyeshadows, I could tell that I'm going to like it or not. So when I initially touched these first 5, they're very soft, like silky smooth. You hear people always say like buttery smooth. It feels like a high quality, high intensity as far as pigmentation for when you're swatching. I will say though, I did notice with the black shade, the black has a slightly different texture to it. It feels a little bit tougher. It feels almost like there's one shade in the Scott Barnes Mesmerize palette. I think it's called like Panther or something like that. It just has a more tough texture to it. And this is what I'm saying. Like, when I rub my finger over the top, it doesn't pick up as good as the other ones do, but I'm curious to see how this applies with a brush, because obviously that's how I apply it. So I initially swatched this and I'm like, it still has like pigmentation, but I just don't know how it's going to apply on the eye. So that one I'm very curious about, especially because I could immediately notice a difference for like the touch of it. I hope I'm making sense. These are boring, right? I mean, it's just like, okay, they're basic, whatever. The bottom row, though, I'm going to be coughing again in the video, okay? So the bottom row, this is where I was like, oh, bitch. Because I initially wasn't going to get this palette. And as we were talking about it in new makeup releases, I was like, you know what? People seem very interested. And this is where I'm so glad that I got it. Because I'm just like, bitch. Oh my god. These look so beautiful. I don't know if they're going to translate on camera the same as they are in real life. But oh my god. These textures, like, okay, so comparing these two right here, they're different as far as like the finish. I feel like this is going to have more of like a shimmer. Whereas this shade here, which is the second row on the bottom, or second shade on the bottom, it has like a diamond texture to it, like a diamond finisher, like a topper type. I don't know. It's like a hybrid between, it's not like a metallic, but it has sparkle to it. It's very, I think, unique for my collection. It reminds me a lot of like Indi eyeshadows because it has that diamond texture to it. When I say diamond, I'm obviously not talking about real diamonds, but you get what I'm saying. It's got the extra sparkle in there. Fucking gorgeous. Okay, that's it. Just gorgeous. I do say to myself for the past couple weeks, I do think that we could have done a little bit better as far as like choosing different shades, because I feel like these two, they're different, but on the eyes, I don't know how different they're going to be. I mean, you can obviously see there, like, they're different, but I kind of wish that there was another shade just because of how similar that they are. It's just basically like the undertones are different, but oh my god, this, look at that black. Oh my god, so fucking gorgeous. So this is the entire palette swatched. Oh my god. Alina, I know. She says my foundation doesn't match. Girl, I know. This was a journey today. It'll come together. Trust the process. But I know, I went a little light. So here's the swatches for everybody that gives a shit. I love looking at swatches. I think this is beautiful. It's basic, like I said, but let's see how it works on the eyeballs. And then we'll do the Charlotte Tilbury palette after the fact. So I'm just going to do one look. I'm going to call it good. We're just going to play. I'm going to use as many shades as I feel like. I don't know. It's just like, I like just sitting down and playing with makeup, especially since I haven't been doing makeup at all lately. I might be a little rusty. Let's not judge, okay? Let's not be judgy, you know? Like we're saying how my foundation don't match. I didn't come here to be judged. Okay, let's start with... Oh, I really want to use, this shade right here because I think it's so beautiful. We'll see though. We'll probably do something that's more like day to day. And then as I'm using the palette in future videos, you'll see me do other looks and stuff. I'm just grabbing all of my Refer brushes because these are my favorite for my eyeballs. So I'm going to start with the Refer 13. I really want to use this orange shade too because I think that's so pretty. Are there any shades that you guys want to see? Let me know, but I feel like I'm just going to play. Let's just kind of go with, you know, the shirt moment. Let's do that. So I'm going to start, since I'm wearing this shirt, I'm going to go more cool toned, I think, today, because I do a lot of warm tone looks, I feel. Let's go with this shade right here. And I'm just going to throw this in my crease. So what I look for when I'm judging eyeshadows, I want blendability. I want just something that's going to be easier to work with. I want pigmentation. And overall, I just want it to be something that is easy to use, user-friendly. You don't really have to think too much about it. And I think that's another reason why this palette was really appealing to me was I just felt like I could look at it and be like, all right, let's just do something. And it's going to come out super basic, but just basic, beautiful, everyday. Right? I feel like this is what like the average consumer would look for. And this is where I think reviews are helpful, is because they're so expensive. Like, I feel like if any average consumer were to see this price tag for this color story, they'd be like, why? So this shade, I mean, the pigmentation's definitely there. I'm just, like, slapping it on. I don't want it to be, like, too perfect. This is how I would do my eyes on, like, a day-to-day sort of a basis. And then I want to go in with... I think I'm going to take a little bit of this one, too. I'm using the Refer 14, and I just basically want to blend the edge. I'm using my Reiki mirror that I got during the Nordstrom sale. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this mirror. Do you guys have any other mirrors? Because I'm like, it's nice. I guess it's just different than I expected. I expected it to be like... I expected it to have a speaker for some reason. I think when I saw it said Bluetooth, I was expecting a Bluetooth speaker, but it doesn't. It's like, it's nice. Like, it has a lot of brightness to it. I just don't know how I feel about the shape of it. Okay, this is, like, super fucking easy. I will say, like, to the touch when I was swatching these the other day, these do remind me, texture-wise, the mattes I'm talking about. Texture-wise, they remind me a lot of Vive. Like, that very silky, but pigmented... I mean, it's those 5, right? It's the 5. The black is the one that's just like, wait, what's different with the black? Because if you have picked this up, let us know what you guys think. But it is definitely like a different formula. Yes, April, this is a judge-free zone. Exactly. Let's just take the black. Fuck it. Let's take the Refer number 2. So it definitely picks up. Oh, fuck, yeah. And this is why you shouldn't judge eyeshadows too crazily by hand swatches. Because when you apply them with a brush, sometimes it will scare you. I see Jacqueline is here. What's up, girl? If you guys aren't following Jacqueline on Instagram, if you want to know when shit drops, like as soon as it drops, that's the account you need to follow, is Hey, It's Jacqueline. I'm always like, wait, let me check Jacqueline's Instagram. Did anything drop? Because she's fucking on it. Oh, wait. Oh, boo-boo. Thank you so much for the super chat. I love your whole life. I miss you. We need to have a girls' day. We need to have cocktails when I can actually taste them. Because I still can't taste my anything, guys. It's fucking tragic. Alright, so I'm taking this shade right here. So I just used the black. Now I'm taking this shade. I basically just want to, you know, ease this up quite a bit. But you see how pigmented that is? Blacks that are this pigmented usually scare the shit out of me. Because, like, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just, like, a makeup enthusiast. And this is why I say, like, blendability and ease of use is so important for me, because I usually stay away from blacks because they scare the shit out of me. But, like, this one, I'm like, okay. Like, look at the blend. I'm barely having to do anything. This is what makes an eyeshadow good for me. You know, what? Like, when I'm being judgy, look at it. It's just, like, it's effortless. Oh, I'm already so, like, happy with this palette. All right, so let me take... I really want to use this shade. I'm going to take my Esum W23. Judy, if you're here, I love your whole life for sending me, like, 3 more of these because I always find them now. It used to take me so long to find my Esum W23. If you've been here for a while, you know the struggle. But I find them so quick now because I have more to choose from. So shout out to Judy. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I can't wait to do a close-up of my eyeshadow. Oh! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Look at, I'm just so happy to be playing with makeup again. Man, I was so nervous. I'm like, oh god, this could be so bad. I'm very palette heavy right now as well. You guys will have to let me know what palettes you want me to review next, because I have like the Alien Cosmetics, the Not Normal palette, I've got Tom Ford palettes. If you guys saw my last haul, oh my god, so many palettes. And then I was just sent the DD Signature palettes. Oh my god, they look so pretty. I swatched them on my Instagram the other day. So colorful and different for my liking typically. But bitch, the color stories are everything. Oh, Caitlin! Thank you so much for the super chat. Guys, you don't have to send me super chats. I just appreciate you being here with me. Hi! The blend though. And it's like, I feel like I'm just winging it, you know? This is what I fucks with. Yes, I love this for me. Okay, calm down. All right, I need to use one of these. I'm going to go with this one because it's a little bit cooler toned. Okay, I see Jane. She said Alien. Okay, that'll probably be next. The Not Normal palette. I'm going to have, let's see. I'm going to have my declutter tomorrow because it's Sunday. Happy Saturday, guys. And then I'll have new makeup releases Monday. Maybe on Tuesday we'll do the Not Normal palette. Now for this eyeshadow, I feel like, me personally, I would rather apply this with my finger because it does have like a chunkier texture to it. Because like what I was saying earlier with like the diamond texture, you know, it'll just smooth out better with a finger. So that's how I'm going to apply it on the, oh my god, on the other side. Oh, so beautiful. And then if you don't want to get like glittery particles on your face, you'll probably want to use a glitter glue just because, again, the texture of it. But bitch, how gorgina. Oh, it like makes me mad how pretty this is right now. So happy with this fucking palette. You know what? I know it's expensive as all hell, but when something brings me this much joy, I don't care. I don't know if it's just because, you know, it's been a minute since we've done the makeups. But man, what a palette to come back and use for the first time in a few weeks. I feel like a new person right now. I'm ready to like fuck shit up. I need to go out. That's a lie. No, I don't. I need to stay home for like a little bit longer. Look at this though. It's so beautiful. Look. You know what? Let's do it. We haven't done this in a minute. Toot my own horn. All right, I'm just blending the edges. But how long did that just take us? 19 minutes, and I run my mouth like this would not take me that long if I wasn't live. All right, let me go on again with the black metallic. This one I would classify as a metallic because it's got like a sparkle to it, but it's different than, like, this is like a shimmer. These three have that like diamond type of texture to it. This is, I would say, like a metallic. It has that like foiled texture to it. And this one, it's like a hybrid between this formula and this one. And of course, I'm flipping you off as per usual. Oh my god. Oh, Josephine says, I bought the Foreo. I tagged you on IG, but you were sick. Love it. Yes. I think I saw that. I probably saw it and then fell asleep because that was my life for the past like 3 weeks. I'm so glad that you love it. I actually saw, you're about to get big mad right now. I actually saw, they're doing like 21 Days of Beauty, I think, and I saw like sneak previews and shit, and I think the Foreo is on for 21 days. I think it's on like day 1 or something. Oh my god, that's a run, don't walk. It's such a good product. Fucking game changer for your skincare. If you've never tried a Foreo, highly recommend. And it's so nice because it's so gentle. I'm just using that matte black. That's so intense. Oh my god. Okay. Matte black's down. I'm going to go in with my Refer 13. Refer 13 and 14, those are the must-haves. Love these eye brushes, especially if you have hooded eyes. Oh my god. I'm just being like super messy, but it, like, okay, for how messy I'm being, is it translating that way over like you guys watching this? Because I'm like, is this actually helpful? I really like watching people apply makeup because it just, it like inspires me to do things different. Or it inspires me how to fucking do something. Because, I don't know, like I said, I'm not like a makeup artist. I could do makeup. I could do other people's makeup, but I don't classify myself as a makeup artist. You know, I think there's a difference. In my opinion. I'm using that Cool Tone Matte Brown. That was the very first shade that I used. This does have a mirror, but I still have the sticker over the top. I didn't want to blind you guys throughout this video. I'm really annoyed because you see those things right there? It's like I'm getting hang moles. Thanks, Mom. I'm getting them underneath my eye. I kind of want to get them cut off because they drive me fucking nuts, especially under there. And then I like to bring my shadows down. I say this all the time. I like to bring it down past like my under eye wrinkles because this is basically how I hide them, is with my eyeshadows. But look at how beautiful, basic, like this is very glam and I'm so here for it. And then once my face is done, oh my god, I wish I like matched my body correctly today because it would look even better. It's fine though. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette so far, I used what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. Definitely impressed. Like, I would spend this money over Miss Mother Pat. I don't know. I'm unpopular opinion. I don't like Pat McGrath's matte formula. It doesn't blend, like, it doesn't have this blend. This is very important for me. Let me give you guys a zoom so you can see really quick. Gorgeous. I could have done a little bit better on the outer corner, but you get it. Like, I'm so excited. So excited. And kicking this off with a fucking bang. All right, let's keep going. Let's jump over to the Nudegasm face palette for a runway ready bronze sculpt and glow. So I kicked myself to this day. She's done these palettes before. There was 2 of them. They were just, I think one was like a lighter and one was a deeper, right? I still kick myself for not getting them because I just think like this is so beautiful and this one is just like me. I feel like I could use all the shades in here. This one might be a little bit too dark. They might be a little bit, excuse me, they might be a little bit too cool tone for my liking, but that's why we're going to test them out today. And then there's a blush and a highlight. So as I said in the beginning, this is $75. Very expensive. It's Charlotte Tilbury. It's luxury. That's basically like her price point. Okay, so you got the Nudegasm face palette. You've got your shades down here. You get 4 times 3.8 grams or 0.13 ounces, 18-month shelf life, made in Italy. It's Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury. One of my favorite brands because her brand is just consistent. At least I think they're consistent. I love her powders, except for her bronzer. I don't like the bronzer. I feel like, on average, I do usually like Charlotte Tilbury's products. So let's dive in. I'm going to first start with the lighter of the deeper. Oh my god, I'm such a dumbass. The lighter of the bronzer / contours. There we go. Good job, Brittany. Alright, I'm going to use the OG the NARS Ida brush. I'm going to link everything down below that I have either on my face or like that I'm using today. This is such a good brush if you struggle with your contour. Okay, I started with the lighter because I wasn't sure how deep this was going to be on me. So I'm just using this. I just love this brush for this purpose right here. If you want to be fucking snatched, this is the brush that you want. And you look so snatched, but you could also look, it could also look really soft and natural, or you could use it for if you want that like chiseled, like undescribable type of brush, in my opinion. It's just, it makes everything so easy. I'm like, I can't even find the words because I just think it's, for me, it's so unique for my collection. So I'm using the deeper of the two on this side just so I could see, is this going to be too dark? I don't think it is. Now, I am wearing, I should have said this before I started, I mixed two of my Gucci foundations. I mixed 280C and 220N. So that's the complexion that you're seeing right now. And then I'm also wearing the One Size Concealer in Medium 1 Neutral. So that's where if you're like, okay, she's looking a little light today, that's what I'm wearing. I probably should have just went in with the 280C by itself. But whatever, it is what it is. Hello, cheekbones! Exactly. All right, so deeper shade on this side. And this is where I say you could look really soft and natural, or you could look hella snatched. So I think the deeper shade is honestly like what I would typically like. But the lighter shade, this is if you want something obviously more natural. So I think how I would honestly use this is I would go in with the deeper shade. I'm using the deeper shade again on this side. I'd go in first with the deeper and like chisel out the areas, shrink down my 5 head. This is a little bit more of like a dense formula as far as I feel like I have to work my brush into it a little bit to get it to come out. I think that's from like the embossing in the pans, but let's see. It's gonna look harsh. Just wait. It's the NARS Ida brush, Jane. She asked what brush I was using. I'll link it down below for you guys after. So this is how I would typically use it, is like chisel out everything. Let's snatch the chin. Double chin wear. I'm still using the deeper shade. And then I'll basically like bronze my face with the lighter. Or maybe I'll mix the two. But you see how just it fits everywhere perfectly? I was going to use the Patrick Todd, this brush right here. This one, it's got like a certain like denseness to it, so I feel like I over apply. This has like the perfect amount of fluff to it. So it's just easier for me to, how do I want to explain it? You see how just like chiseled but natural it looks? It doesn't look harsh, but I mean, don't get me wrong, you can definitely go harsh with this brush. It just has the perfect amount of like fluff, but it's really hard to explain. It's just perfect. I say if anybody struggles with contour, this is the brush that I would use, just because it fits everywhere perfectly. And it's just, it's fucking easy. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to try to oversell the fucking Ida brush because it's not a new product at all. But I'm like, I don't know, I just love it. Every single time I go back to it, I'm like, why do I stop using it? But it's like, it looks like I just lost weight. Love that for me. So now I'm going to take my ref for number 5. Ooh, my washing machine is singing. I'm going to take the number 5 with the lighter bronzer. So I'm just going to show you the pans. Like, you can't really see that I've been using it. You can a little bit in this pan here. But it's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I have to work my brush in a little bit. And then this is where I'll go in and I'll soften up how those lines look a little bit harsh. But this is where I'm like, all right, Charlotte, don't do me dirty this time. Because with her bronzer, like, excuse me, the full size, like $55 bronzers, they don't look the smoothest on my skin. I feel like her, like the bronzer that I have, I think I have the shade number 2 or 3. It doesn't look flawless. I don't know, it's just like, it feels like whenever I look at my face when I use that bronzer, it's like it accentuates texture that's not there. I don't know, it's bizarre. But I'm feeling like this is looking better than what I think her original. I'm going to say original because, I mean, it basically is. But I feel like this looks better on my skin than the full-size bronzer does. It's looking a little bit more red than I was expecting. I was expecting this to be, like, borderline too cool for me. But I don't think it is. I think this would actually work for me. Wow. A cooler tone bronzer contour moment that actually works. I love that. If anything, it's probably more just, like, neutral. And then I like to do all the way down my neck since I'm clearly not matching today. Oh, let's see. The lighter one looks really cool toned in the palette. It definitely looks more cool toned in the palette than it does on, like, my face. I feel like it actually looks pretty good. Like, me personally, this is where we'll talk about my preference. I like a warm tone bronzer. So when I look at my face like this, I would be good with this for winter time. For this time of the year though, I'd be like, oh no, I need more warmth. But for like fall, winter, this could be a moment. I do think that this does look especially better than her bronzer. Like, I never use the bronzer just because of how bad I think it looks on my skin. There's just something about the formula that I don't like. I actually like these much better. I'm actually going to do a swatch comparison of this one because I have like the mini film star. Hold on. Let me get it so you guys know what I'm talking about. So I have the shade number 2. Let's do swatches comparisons of these. So I have that, and then I also have this, I think, listen, so many people slept on this. The Mini Film Star Duo. I want to do a comparison to this shade here because this works really well for me for a contour. So there's that. Okay, I got those out. We'll come back to those after because I want to do swatches of the palette after I apply them to my face, and then I'll do some comparisons to these. Okay, let's go to the blush. I will say, too, this is so weird seeing my face with, like, no cream, liquid, anything. Just seeing it with my foundation with powder on top. It's very weird to see again. Because this is how I used to do my makeup. Now I do it a lot different. So I'm going to use the blush. And I'm going to use my Hermes. I know, this is so bougie. But I fucking love this brush. I think it's such a good blush brush. I'm anticipating this being a little bit light for my liking, but let's see what kind of a flush this gives my skin. So I like to apply it towards, like, I basically apply like a majority of the product right here, and then I'll bring it up into my hairline and on my temple. Okay, so that showed up a lot more than I was expecting. So blush, with blush, without blush. Cute! I love... This almost reminds me of, like, the Pillow Talk number 2. What are they called? The Beauty Light ones? It kind of reminds me of, like, a powder version of that. Let me pull that out, because I know that I've got that, like, right here. These are what I'm talking about. I think this is, yeah, this is number 2 medium. I'm going to swatch that. Look, we're going to have a swatch party after. This is cute, though. Very natural, everyday appropriate. It's, I mean, it's not too overpowering, at least for my skin tone. Look how snatched. Ooh. Thank you, Janvier. Just I look beautiful. I feel like that's very much like the aesthetic with, I don't know, like when I looked at these two palettes next to each other, I'm like, I feel like they just go perfectly together. It's just a natural, everyday, but also glam at the same time. And you see how it's got a slight luminosity to that blush too? That's really pretty. I mean, I personally like a more pigmented blush, but like this, I ain't mad at you, Charlotte. I love that. That's super cute. So that is the blush right there. Again, I'll do swatches after we're all done with the application. And then let's do, because I feel like this is like a baked formula. Excuse me. I usually like to use my Scott Barnes, the Travel Highlight, or I like to use the Smashbox Precise Highlight. I'm going to try the Scott Barnes first because I feel like this is like my go-to that I use probably the most, but I think that this might be, oh no, it's picking up. I'm gonna say, I feel like this might not pick up the best on this, but let's see. Now with Charlotte Tilbury, I think her highlighters are so stunning because they just look so radiant and natural but beautiful. I think they accentuate a little bit of texture. This one I actually think it accentuates texture more than her other ones do. Like the, like this one here, I don't think accentuates texture as bad as this does. And the same with the, it was like limited edition, the full size. It was like $50. That's, I'm not going to be able to find that in my drawer. It was like the really big Film Star highlighter. It was like a pinky version. It was holiday, I think, last year. I think this accentuates texture a little bit more even than that one does. But let's try it on my other side. Like, I would still rock the shit out of this, though, because I think it still looks really beautiful. And let's be honest, every highlight is going to accentuate texture. But this has more beam than I was expecting. Like, Charlotte Tilbury, I always expect, like, that almost like lit from within type of a glow. This has more oomph to it, which this is more of, like, what I would typically look for. Oh, you know what I forgot? An inner corner highlight. That's beautiful. Okay, Charlotte. And the packaging on this is super cute. I really like that. All right, let me do swatches of each one on my hand just so you guys can see them. But this is how everything looks. You know what? Let me spray my face with my new Desi Skin. This spritz, guys, is fucking everything. And let's just kind of see how everything adjusts. But now let's swatch. Swatch, swatch, swatch. Bitch. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Bronzers aren't as exciting, but okay, so here's the swatches. We've got the highlight, the blush, the deeper bronzer / contour, and then the lighter. Not nearly as exciting as these. But this is what the shades are going to look like swatched. But this is ultimately, I think, what people need to pay attention to is how everything looks on the face. It's not, like, blowing me away. Like, I'm definitely more blown away by the eyeshadow palette. But this is, like, it's still nice. And this is where I'm like, all right, I could justify $75 for this because all the shades work for me. This is like, I reach for one product and it has everything that I need in it. That's when I can justify the price. If I was like, okay, the bronzer, one of them works, the highlight kind of works. Like, if it was something like that, I'd be like, no, it's not worth it. But if you can get a palette that everything suits your skin tone, like, I don't think that this is going to be ideal for deeper skin tones. I think it would be good for probably, like, fair to maybe tan. But I think anything deeper than tan, I don't know how this would look. I would be very curious to see. If I were to pick a favorite out of this palette, though, it's definitely the blush. I think that blush is beautiful. Like I said, it reminds me of, like, a powder version of this. I almost said a cream version, but this is the cream. So let me wipe these off really quick. And I want to do some comparison swatches from other Charlotte Tilbury products. Just if you have them, you could easily be like, okay, I have these, I don't need it type of a thing. But I think overall, like, this is cute. This would be, excuse me, this would be ideal for, like, a gift, holiday, something like that. That's what I think initially comes to mind for me. Let me first do the Pillow Talk. This is number 2 medium. Oh yeah, it's very similar to this. I think this is a little bit deeper, but this is like one of my favorite cream blushes of all time. And then to have a powder. Oh my god, nailed it. Look how similar those are. Bitch, if you wanted a powder version of Pillow Talk number 2, that's it. That's so similar. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I gotta do it. This is what I love about these, is you could just throw them on top. Oh my god, this is gonna be gorgina. I'm living. I do think Pinkgasm is my fave of all of them, of the Beauty Light ones, but this one, let's just blend it out with a sponge since it's right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, bitch! I'm so glad that I just pulled that out, because damn, they are pure perfection together. Like, this is what I like. So if you have textured skin like I do, that's the little, you know, the little tip, little trick that I do, because I don't feel that it looks as textured when I put a cream on top. And since it's the same color, it works really well together. Bam, bitch. Yes. Okay. Now, let me do the Mini Film Star Duo. Because I feel like there's two shades that it's like, if you have the Mini Film Star, you probably don't need this whole palette. But you know what? It might surprise me. Let me wipe this off really quick, though. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I swatched that. You're all welcome. The powder blush will be great for setting the cream. I personally like to do cream on top of powder. That was a little tip that I picked up from Patrick Ta, because it just makes my texture look not as textured. So this is it's very light. So actually I think that this is going to be a little bit deeper. So this right here, you could barely see it. I'll do one more swatch just to see if it'll show up a little bit better. So this is from the Mini Film Star right there. And then I want to swatch the lighter bronzer of the two. Bronzer, contour, whatever. It feels like, to the touch in the pan, these feel very, very soft. It's just, you have to dig in a little bit with your brush. So this is, oh my god, can you see it? So this is from the Nudegasm. This is from Mini Film Star. So this definitely has more pigmentation in the Nudegasm. And I think the Nudegasm is a little bit more neutral, whereas I see a lot of pink in the Mini Film Star. Am I confusing you guys yet? Because I'm almost confusing myself. All right, let's go to the highlight. Now, this highlight in the Mini Film Star, I think, is, just like I said earlier, it's definitely more flattering on my texture, but I think that it still looks fucking gorgeous. So that was the Mini Film Star, and then this is the Nudegasm. The Nudegasm has more sparkle to it. This kind of gives me the vibes. Oh my god. Do we need to do it again? Whenever I do highlighters, I'm always like, wait, is this like the next closest thing to the Amrezy Anastasia Beverly Hills? I don't think it's going to be the same. The texture, though, feels different. Like, okay. This feels, I'm talking about the highlighter. The highlighter feels more powdery. This feels more like a baked gelée. So it feels more smooth to the touch. So I think overall, I actually do prefer the Nudegasm as far as like the textures to the touch. They feel softer. They don't feel powdery. But I do prefer this highlight though. I think. Just off of like what I remember. But you know what? I ain't fucking mad at this though. I think this is still really cute. What do you guys think? It's different. Like, this is a different type of look than what I would typically go for. I feel like especially this time of the year. But like I was saying earlier, fall, winter, if I want a more cool toned moment, and again, if it actually matched. Like, I feel like the mismatch from my face to my body is really throwing me a little bit. But wait, before we go for the day, I need to do an inner corner and a brow bone highlight from the Vanity Makeup Collection palette. So I'm going to use this one right here because it looks like it has that perfect like undertone texture. This is just what I typically like. So let me take my Wayne Goss number 5 and I'm going to dunk in, and let's see. Oh, this, you know what? It's like for the smallest step of just brightening up that inner corner, look at what a difference that makes. It just like lights up and changes your eye. All right, I'm gonna do a different shade on the other side just because I want to see. I want to do this shade on the other side just to see if they look any different. You know what? Let's do it. Let's take this off. All right, sparkly shade on the other side. Oh, bitch! Oh, I love shades like this. So pretty. Oh, yeah. So nice. I hope you guys could see the difference, though, because it's the textures of the eyeshadows are so different. So you've got the more sparkly texture on the side, and this is more of like the shimmer. That's how I would classify it, but it still has that little bit of a pop to it. Both are gorgeous. But I think how I would typically do this would be the more sparkly on the inner corner. So I'm putting the sparkly one on this side now, just to pop these open just a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more of that shimmer on this side so it balances, so it all looks the same. And then I'm going to take this shade on my brow bone to lift. Yeah. And then I'll just go in and blend. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I need to know, guys, what was your favorite part of today's video? Was it the eyeshadow palette? Was it the face palette? Was me trying to sell you the NARS Eat a Brush and how easy it is to use? I'm just like, why, what are you doing, Brittany? I'm pretty sure I've talked about the Eat a Brush like a gazillion times in the, 4 or 5 years I've been on YouTube. This eye look is fucking gorgeous. You know what it needs? Lashes. We need lashes, baby. All right, let's see. The palette is Spency. For realsies. It's so Spency, but you know what? It is gorgeous. All right. Ooh, that was a nice little... Let's use the Ilia. This is the new mascara that they just came out with. I got this sent to me from Octoly. The Fullest Volumizing Mascara. And then I actually want to put some lashes on, because it's going to change everything. You know? Nicole asked about my tank top. It's from Target. I love the little Target tanks, and they're like $7. You pushed me over, bought the Vanity palette using your links, now looking at the Charlotte Tilbury. Oh my god, you guys crack me up. If you guys have picked this up or do end up picking this up, let me know what your thoughts are when you get it. Come back to this comment section of this video and let me know, because I love to know, because I'm like, you know what, makeup preferences are so different for so many people. And you know what, I'm like, maybe sometimes I'm full of shit. Maybe sometimes people are gonna hate my recommendations. I want to try these half lashes from Vive, I think, today. This could go horribly wrong. I'm gonna try these ones, not charge. The Vive HL2. I almost placed another Vive order, but I was like, Brittany, calm down. Because they were doing, if you spent, I think, like $45, they were doing like a trial size of the new primer that's coming out. And I'm like, I need to chill for just a moment. I need to get my Birds of a Feather. I got the palettes from the Dior Birds of a Feather, so that is here, but I haven't gotten anything else from the collection yet, so stay tuned. Oh, let's see. I'm seeing what you guys are saying. Chef's kiss. Yes. You guys are liking the palette? Yes. I'm happy because it is expensive, and I did buy it with my own money, so I'm like, please be good. And just a little update, because I asked you guys before about the, if I should pick up the Pat McGrath. I did not pick up that palette. Maybe in the future I will, but as of right now, I'm just like, nah. I don't know, it's just, until somebody tells me that she changed her matte formula, I don't know if I'll be picking up Pat's palettes. Unless they're like all like special shades or something like that, but her mattes just aren't my favorite. I wish that I did like them because I like the aesthetic of her palettes. I like especially when she does like the, I'm putting lash glue on if you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing. I hope that she does more of like the special packaging though. That makes me like lose my shit. I love when she does the special colors. April said, the face palette was my favorite part. The colors won't suit my skin tone, but it looks beautiful on you. Thank you. I would be so curious to see, because it looks like you're deeper complexion than I am. I would be curious just to see what it would look like. I wonder if Vicky J picked up this palette. I would just be curious, because sometimes, like, I could think in my mind that it won't work for deeper skin tones, but then I'll see a deeper skin tone person use it, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, sometimes products surprise me, and they always translate differently. So I would love to see it, but I'm assuming that it probably, excuse me, it probably wouldn't work, but I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. If I see somebody do a video, I'll make sure to share it for you guys to see it. But I don't think I've seen... I think the only person that I've seen use the face palette so far is Morgan Turner. Morgan's fucking on it. Morgan is always, like, one of the first people to review products. Look at that half lash, though. She cute. I've never used half lashes before. Fun fact. Did I apply it right? Because I'm like, wow. I feel like I applied it too far. Let me know. Did I apply that right, guys? I've never used them, but let me tell you what. If I applied it right, these apply fucking easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, way easier. Because I always have issues with the inner corner. Oh my god, these might be a game changer for me. Oh my god, that thing underneath my eye is going to drive me fucking crazy. I need to get something done about that. Wow! Look how cute those are! Ooh! Oh, you don't think Vicky J picked it up? I'll have to check. I don't think I saw that, I don't think I saw that she did either. Yes, honey! She so cute. I need to fix this lower lash line, though. I'll do it off camera. You guys get it. Okay, one more for the show. Ready? Look how glam. GLAMOROUS hair. Oh my god, so gorgeous. I need to go out. I need to turn the fuck up. That's one thing. I'm probably good to go out now. But I'm like, I'm kind of afraid to. I'm not going to lie, because I can't taste anything. This might be the best time to go out, though, because I could take all the shots I want and not taste them. Oh, my God. I'm so thrilled. I'm so fucking happy. Because I was ready to rip this apart. I'm not going to lie. Just because of the price. But you know what? I can't, because I think this is such a beautiful palette. I'm pleasantly surprised with the quality, with the packaging. Price point, not crazy about that, but it's like, this is nice. Very well done. You know what? Let's do it. Vanity Makeup Cosmetics, good job. You know what? I'm even gonna do it for Charlotte Tilbury too. Pleasantly surprised at today's products. So, again, guys, if you guys didn't cast your votes, what was your fave? Did you like the face palette? Did you like the eyeshadow palette? I'm blown away, especially by this. The Charlotte Tilbury, I'm like, I like it. I'm going to keep it, but I could have done without it. And then if you're wondering anything that's on my face, I'll link it in the description box for you guys. If you guys do shop my links, I do appreciate it. I know that this link is affiliate. The Vanity Makeup one is not. But if you guys ever use my links, I'm always grateful that you guys do, because I do reinvest into this channel, and it allows me to, to buy palettes like this $95 palette. So if there's any other products that you guys want to see me review, play with, this is what we come here for. We're just here to sit down, play with makeup. I like you guys to see the whole process. I know my videos are longer, but it is what it is. This is how long it takes me, okay? The Narzita brush. The slow clap. I'll make sure to link everything down in the description box for you guys. But other than that, tomorrow I'll be back for my declutter. I'm going to do, I think, either cream bronzers, I don't know. It's going to be something, some sort of like cream bronzer, highlight, blush, maybe just blushes. I might do them individually. We shall see. But that will be tomorrow. Monday we will be back for a new Yes or Yawn, new makeup releases, and then we'll do the Alien Cosmetics, we'll do Dior. We'll have a lot of shit coming up, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your notifications whenever I go live, and I will see you guys in my next video, and let me know your guys' thoughts if you have picked any of these up. Okay, bye!